Now tomorrow you can score really big points with a post-Valentine's Day gift. Just because, guys, always goes well at a place like the Country Boutique. So think that over. Give them a call. Sharon's got a great shop full of stuff there. We've been talking a little bit about the Impact Player of the Game. This is our friends at the Pizza Ranch have sponsored this for the tournament play here. So we're going to introduce the Pizza Ranch Impact Player of the Game, and we didn't rehearse this all that well the first time. So this is the second time we're doing this.
That's right.
So here we go. Impact Player of the Game. Here we go from Pizza Ranch.
If you're getting mighty hungry, well, the best in the country is Pizza Ranch.
Kenny, I'll let you do the honors here. The Impact Player of the Game tonight for the Mustangs.
We're going to go tonight with the Impact Player of the Game. We're going to go with senior Evan Voss. Evan hit 2 3-pointers early in the game, 2 in a row, and had some big rebounds and kept the Mustangs right in the thick of things for quite a while. And Evan come up and hit another 3 later on, and considering he was basically kind of hobbled up, you could really tell he was struggling moving around. He just left it all out there and gave 110% tonight, and ended up with 13 points for the evening. So hats off to Evan, and he's our Impact Player of the Game.
So we will be getting him his official certificate. He, I think, is getting his ankle taped right now.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Or he's in ice, one of the two. So he's not in eyesight where we could get him up on the radio here right now. But I want to commend him on a great job tonight.
Yep. Tanner Versteeg led the Mustangs tonight with 18 points, which, Tanner's done pretty much all season except for the other night when Jesse Korsman exploded for 27. But, Tanner is, very dependable on getting us that anywhere from 15 to 25 points every night. So we come to expect that from Tanner. And so even though he scored a few more points than Evan, we just thought we'd give it to Evan. He kept us in the game when we needed to. Plus, he was playing, basically with 1 foot, and you just got to commend a kid for that to put out that kind of an effort.
Now, we do know that if we, in hindsight, if we had the Impact Player of the Game all season long, we know that we would have had Tanner Versteeg a couple of games
several times, without
several
a doubt.
times on just a scoring basis alone. Yep. So definitely an honorable mention to Tanner Versteeg tonight and leading the Mustangs scoring-wise.
Yep. And just a little bit here, the Wildcats, my stats are unofficial, of course, but I have 2 Wildcats, Brandon Schneider and Cody Bauman, with 20 points apiece tonight.
And that is definitely a great performance by them. They had a lot of fun playing the game tonight. You could see that they were having a good time. They were working very hard, and when it pays off like that, you can see them grinning from ear to ear.
Right.
So great performance by them. Now let's quickly shift ahead to tomorrow night. We have now I just want to mention that we've got some guys in some really nice suits across the way there. Some nice red vests underneath a black suit. There's at least 3 guys. There might be 4 of them if they're a barbershop quartet or what. It's too bad we don't know more about that.
Maybe they're scouts with ABC or CBS, and maybe we'll be on the nightly news or something pretty soon.
That could be. They actually look like the same kind of suits that I commissioned a Singing Valentine for today.
Okay, so, sure.
I played that on the YouTube for my Valentine this morning. She was pretty surprised, but there were 4 of them in suits like that, but they were from Kansas City, so I know these guys can sing.
Are you looking at the gentlemen that are sitting down yet over there?
I see a couple of them sitting down, and I saw one of them standing up over by
Well, the one gentleman sitting down, that's Greg DeBoer.
Yeah, sure it is.
So he probably had his suit on. He was probably making deliveries for Sharon today on
certainly.
Valentine's Day.
And there's Doug over there.
Doug Stubbe's over there in a suit.
I thought they were a barbershop quartet or something, because Doug's a good singer over there.
Yeah, and he does do a lot of help with Jern's Funeral Home. He might even had a visitation tonight that
They are dressed to the nine. I'm feeling almost a little bit underdressed here when we're doing that. But let's quickly shift ahead, and then we'll sign off here. I know it's a school night for you and me both tonight. But
right.
Shift ahead to tomorrow night's ball game. We've played Central Lyon twice this season, and this will be the third time these teams have met. It'll be at Central Lyon. And the game will start at 7 o'clock.
7 p.m.
You can tune in right here on the GLR Radio Network. We'll be bringing you the action in conjunction with our good buddies over there, L.A. and Joe Nillis. Bringing the live action. Neither you or I were able to be at that one. That's a venue change. We also want to throw a shout-out to the GLR students,
state speech participants.
They've got an all-state speech category that's going to be in a performance mode on Saturday.
That's awesome.
So our Kaylee is going to be in that. It's the short film, folks. So
it's quite an honor to be not only to be chosen for All-State, but to be chosen to perform at All-State is quite an honor.
So we want to throw a shout out and kudos to them for their hard work. A lot of the speech contestants and categories were very well done and very enjoyable to watch this year.
And if you've never made that trip down to Ames to the state speech contest, it is really quite amazing. I had the privilege a couple of years ago. My son Eric was in group improv, and they were selected to perform at All-State in Ames. So it is really a neat deal.
Yes, so we are looking forward to that. That's our first chance to see one of our own kids go into that. So we're going to be down there, and I know that you've got other plans. So we're grateful to our friends at KAWA for giving us the nod that we can bring you their live feed.
You bet.
Right
That'll
here on
great.
GLR Radio Network. So that game will be on at 7 o'clock, and we'll do everything in our power to bring you that live feed right here on GLR Radio Network.
So if the girls would happen to lose, tonight is our last broadcast of the year. If the girls win, we'll be there the next game.
Yeah, so this is a tentative, maybe a sign off, tentative. But you know what? We can come back and sit down at Pizza Ranch and do a season recap.
Yeah, we could do that.
Coach's Corner and some of that stuff. There's a lot that we could do, time and willingness permitting.
Well, I'd just like to take a second and say I think it's just been a fantastic deal that you got started here, and it's really grown over the last couple of seasons already, and everybody is really appreciating this, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to just contribute what I can, and sometimes I get a little carried away on the radio, but not near as bad as I am when I'm just watching the game in the crowd. So I've had a lot of good comments about that how well behaved I've been this year, and so I have to thank you for that too.
You know, I think that's one of the reasons you got such a nice Valentine today. I'm sure that's something to do with it, but it's been a thrill.
That might have came from the GLR administration, maybe.
Maybe they snuck it in under the wire there, under the guise of a Valentine from your bride. But in any case, it's been a thrill and a pleasure.
Yeah.
So.
And hopefully, like you just said, we can just kind of keep this thing growing, and maybe this will lead to like they used to do, have a Saturday morning Coach's Corner thing at the Pizza Ranch or something. Whether it be football, track, basketball, whatever. This could really turn into something really, really great, and I'm just glad I'm a part of it in its baby stages.
Yes, well, I am too, and it's been a thrill to have you. I know you've got a tremendous basketball IQ. You've watched a lot of basketball, and you bring a great perspective to the broadcast. And all I'm doing is watching the game and trying to tell you what I'm seeing. And sometimes I'm 2 or 3 plays behind, but it's been a great time. And I hope this is not our last.
I hope not either. I hope we're on next week. That's for sure.
So we will be we'll be rooting for the Mustangs, of course, tomorrow night. We want to commend the Lady Mustangs on a great season thus far, and we want to commend the Mustang boys on a hard-fought season as well. This will wrap up their season officially tonight, and so the rest of the season, if we're broadcasting GLR basketball, it'll be the Lady Mustangs.
Yep.
So tomorrow night, tune in, 7 o'clock, and depending on the outcome of that game, it'll be the following Monday for the sub-state entry into the state tournament game. So again, I'll put our sponsor thank yous, and then we'll sign off, and we'll see you on the radio tomorrow night.
On behalf of the GLR Radio Network, I'd like to personally thank each of the sponsors of this radio broadcast for their assistance in bringing these games to you. Mustang Plumbing and Heating, Total Stop Food Store, Otter Valley Insurance and Real Estate, Northwest Consultants, The Flower Box and the Corner Cup, Dykstra Chiropractic, The Hair Hut, Warnchies Paint and Body, Country Boutique, Ben's Plumbing and Repair, Corner Service, The Lantern Coffee House and Roastery, Security Savings Bank, Frontier Bank, Sudengay Industries, Duralift, iDepositChecks.com, and TreeShell.com. If you appreciate this broadcast, please let these sponsors know. You can see more information on our broadcast website at www.youcanhear.us/GLR. Again, you can hear us at youcanhear.us/GLR. And you can get the GLR app right on your phone, so you can easily get in touch with these sponsors. Just text GLR to 72727, and a link with the free mobile app will be on your phone right away. Again, just text GLR to 72727 for the free GLR radio app. Thanks also to the George Little Rock School for the opportunity to be the voice of the Mustangs and to bring this broadcast to you. Thanks again, and thanks for listening. You're listening to the GLR Radio Network.